Hello and good evening. I welcome you at the next session of the City Circus. I'm not out of breath yet because I haven't done any exercise, and I actually planned to do something different for this week, but because it's not raining and because our Prime Minister announced that we can do exercises outside however much we like as long as we keep social distance, I thought that I'll do a video clip about something else. So I'm really pleased that you are with me tonight, and I hope that I will manage to encourage you to do some sort of different exercise. It's not about skills anymore, it's about endurance, if you like. Now, one thing that I need to tell you at the beginning is that some time ago I really committed a big sin against my friend, and I don't know whether he's going to forgive me. It's not he or she, it's it, because this is my friend. Okay. I bought it when I was an assistant priest in my first parish, and I was using it quite well. And then I thought when I moved to England that I can still be using it, but actually it's probably a handful of times when I used it for 8 years, and that's why I look like that. I started getting ready for this session, and I just realized that about half a year ago, I gave out all my biking outfit to one of my cousins because he's quite a keen biker. But on the other hand, I thought, well, it's quite good because I don't know if I would want you to see me in a very tight lycra. So yeah, that's a good stuff. So my good old friend, a speed bike that I bought um, about 10 years ago. It's about 40 years old. Someone told me. Apparently, it's got a mirror. It's not allowed on the speed bike. It's a major sin, someone told me. And it doesn't have the pedals that can click with the shoes. So that's the downside. But, well, hey ho, I can still use it. I'm sure that if you've got a bike at home, you would need to look after it, whether it's still usable after winter. But I wanted to encourage you today, obviously, if you will have a support of your parents, to do some biking trips. I'm not going to take the laptop and show you how to bike because you know how to do it yourself. And we've got a saying in Poland that the thing that you never forget is like riding a bike. Once you've learned it, you can do it all the time. So it'll be about riding a bike, but not so much. It'll be actually about some sort of gymnastics and a warm-up that you can do when you want to ride a bike. Okay, so I'm going to put it aside for a moment. It's a good thing to have something to protect your wrists. That's why I wear my fingerless gloves, and obviously a helmet is a good thing. But now, when I'm normally getting ready for my skiing in the winter, yes, I was going to show you a bit of skiing, but obviously there's no snow. I don't have my stuff with me because it's staying with my friend somewhere else. But when I want to go skiing, I really try to practice during the year different sort of exercises on the gym. Now, no gym now as well. So what would I use? Well, believe me or not, but I found in the house brand new, and now this is the first puzzle for the little ones because I honestly don't know what it's called, whether it's skipping rope or something. It's brand new, as you can see. It's in all sorts of shapes, and it's been brand new for about 5 years, I think. So another sort of thing that I haven't been using. But a very good way to prepare for riding a bike or for skiing is anything to do with your legs, which is basically jumping, to some extent running as well. So I haven't been doing for a long time. And because this skipping rope, I'll call it like that, is not straight very much, I don't know whether it will be serving me well. but basically few exercises just skipping the rope. It's a very good warm-up. It's very good for your leg muscles, and it's very good to practice your endurance, because you obviously need the strength to ride a bike. So I was trying to practice before I started making this video. I didn't do quite well, but it wasn't the worst as well. So believe me, I can jump. I used to be jumping until this appeared, but now I'm trying to lose it somehow. So let's start. Okay. It's not about the number of jumps that you do. It is more about the time. It's not about how fast you can do it. And there are little tricks. They're not very important. But you can do something like that if you manage to. Okay. No, it wasn't bad, was it? Okay. So this is one thing that is pretty useful if you want to strengthen your leg muscles. Another thing that is pretty good is simply jumping. So whatever kind of line you've got and whatever kind of jumps you want to do, it's very good to do different sort of jumping or skipping when you're running. So when I normally warm up, I first of all try to warm up my knees and my ankles. I need to go back to show you a bit how I'm doing it. But basically, it's making rounds with your foot like that. So this is a very good warm-up. Okay? Then you need to put your knees together and you need to start making circles. Okay? And the third thing is your waist. You need to start turning your waist one way or the other. So basically every joint that you've got in your body, you need to warm up. Okay? I'm wondering what your PE teachers would say about this, but it's warming up wrists, it's warming up elbows. Yeah, that way it's warming up arms. You can do it when you're standing, you can do it when you're running. Okay, the same with the leg. I have to say that when I was doing karate, I was warming up. Maybe it wasn't very professional, but well, it was helping me to keep fit big time. Okay, and now what about jumping? Well, you can do jumping in very different ways. You can either kick your back like this, or you can kick your hands with your knees like this, or you can even try, but that's not very simple, throwing your feet in front of you, which looks something like this. It does look funny, and it's not a very simple thing to do, but it does work. Now, I don't have anything to keep me in balance, because now I was doing things like that, holding some pole that was attached to the wall, but I don't have it. But in karate, I've learned how to do it without. Okay, and the other leg as well. So, as you can see, these are basically the exercises that you can do, and it's a very good warm-up before anything that you want to exercise. Okay, what is the skipping rope for? Well, basically, it's a very good thing if you want to warm up or do some exercise, getting yourself ready for skiing, because skiing is really about keeping the balance and holding yourself together in balance, mainly using your legs. So basically, you are turning one way or the other. You need to keep the pressure, stuff like that. That's why a very good exercise to do is jumping over something one way and the other. It helps to keep your balance towards the front, towards the back, whatever way you like. Okay, and I'm sure that there are all other exercises. I'm not going to show you all of them. Somebody is just texting me about the lady who does a very good warm-up, and I know that about 8:30 or 9 in the morning in England there is a very famous gymnast who promotes gymnastics and warm-up. So this can be another puzzle, but I don't know the answer myself. So you can text me his name. And before I end up this video and take a little ride, I need to ask you one thing. Before you start watching that film, you obviously have seen me in my helmet, with my glasses. I didn't have my gloves, but I'm going to put them on. And I was showing you a symbol. And it's not just a symbol. It's not a symbol like when you do selfie. It's a very important symbol for the history of my country. Okay? So I'm going to show you, and you need to ask your parents, or this will be a puzzle for anyone who is probably about 15. And this symbol is coming from the time of Solidarity, a movement in Poland who was leading the people to freedom when Poland was still under communist regime. And people, to encourage themselves, they used the symbol that was kind of a symbol of solidarity. So now you need to ask someone, or you can Google it and tell me what is the meaning of this symbol. Okay, not the other way around, just this. What is the meaning of this symbol, which is especially important for us Poles? The word is not really coming from Polish, it's coming from Latin, and I'm sure that you know this word perfectly. But this is the puzzle. So the puzzle for the youngest, just to remind you, is what is this called? It's a puzzle rather for me than for you to just give me the answer. Another puzzle for maybe a bit older children or young people. Somebody gave me a response on the live chat already. What is the name of the man who is promoting gymnastics early in the morning every day? And the puzzle for the oldest ones is, what is the meaning of this symbol? Okay, so cheerio for now. And see you soon. See you next week. And by the way, happy birthday to Father Peter in Ashford, my good friend. Happy birthday to him. Bye all. Cheerio!